Afternoon, Guelph. My name is Mark Peralvis, and that rhymes with For All of Us, and I'm the People's Party candidate for the Guelph riding for the October 21st federal election. That's in 2 days. That's Monday. Today's Saturday. So, I've got some campaign updates for you. I've been out all day today putting door knockers up and talking to people out in the community. I ran into the Liberal campaign. They were putting stuff up as well. So everybody's working hard in this campaign. And, well, I hope you do the research. I hope you see who you're interested in. And I hope you haven't just started because there's a lot going on. The big story today is Warren Kinsella. Warren Kinsella, if you haven't heard of him, I'll give you a little bit of background. In 2014, he was considering running for the Liberal Party, but before that, he worked in the war room behind the scenes on John Chrétien's election campaign and other big Liberal names. So Mr. Kinsella has a long history with the Liberal Party. But in 2014, he was considering a run for Trudeau's Liberals, Trudeau Jr.'s Liberals, and didn't end up running. So he maintained his business as a columnist, and he runs another ad company called Daisy. And what Daisy does, apparently, is engage in smear campaigns against anybody who pays them. So that's interesting, right? So Warren Kinsella was hired by the Green Party in July, which is after, evidently, the Conservative Party hired them to research and then smear Mr. Bernier online and the People's Party online. Now, why does this matter? This matters because Justin Trudeau used divisive rhetoric, calling anybody who disagreed with him racist, all through his term as Prime Minister since 2015 to now. Anybody who asked him a financial question, Mr. Trudeau, when will we get $200 million back that the federal government has spent of Quebec's provincial money? And that apparently is not able to be questioned in Canada because that's racist to question that money being spent on non-citizens. Isn't that interesting, right? So Trudeau comes right out and says, you're racist for disagreeing with him with how Canada is dealing with the border and immigrants and refugees under Trudeau's tenure. Interesting. I don't know if that's true, but that's what he's been pushing. And now we find out that the Conservative Party of Canada has hired somebody who is using as many third-party companies to push distance between the Conservative Party and Daisy, and distance between the Conservative Party and the hiring of Warren Kinsella and his group. In fact, Warren Kinsella nor the Conservative Party will comment on any vendors they used for anything at all. So, I mean, if they used McDonald's to get lunch, they won't talk about that, and they certainly won't talk about advertising vendors or people they paid to smear people. But the point of this, what I want to really focus on is, do you want a conservative government or a liberal government that engages in these tactics? Because the liberal government at least comes right out and calls you racist to your face. The conservative government will hire a company to hire 4 full-time people to follow People's Party supporters and anyone who's talking about them on Twitter to smear them. Isn't that interesting? So which one do you want? The devil who will say it to your face, or the one who will hire somebody to come and undermine you without you realizing what's happening, right? The devil you know or the devil you don't, which was the analogy I was going for there. So that's really the question of this election. It looks like you could choose between a party that calls you racist to your face, a party that calls you racist through paid acolytes or paid people who work for them, or you could vote for a party who is actually trying to solve problems, is actually trying to sort through this absolute catastrophe of a mess that has been left by Mr. Harper and Mr. Trudeau in great succession. And, well, I'm quite sick of the lib-con, because that's what it is. There's no difference between the two. They'll call you racist. They'll call you racist to your face. They will say, your terrible ideas don't belong on this debate stage. Thank you, Mr. Singh. While at the same time saying, we don't respect conservatives. Thank you again, Mr. Singh. It's all part of the same policies, and I'm sick of it. So I've been out campaigning today, and people out in Guelph are sick of it. I've been out campaigning for months, and they're sick of it. And this clarifying story breaking right now with Mr. Kinsella being hired by the Greens and being Mr. Liberal and being hired by the Conservatives to smear the People's Party, I think should underline just how tight and close this left libcon bird is. They have no interest in solving Canada's problems. They have interest in maintaining their power. I'm sick and tired of that. I want people in government who are interested in solving problems. I'm interested in solving problems. Let's get these problems solved so that we don't have to think about all of these issues and think these people aren't doing anything to solve them. I wish that the federal government would disappear so I don't have to think about it. That's the point. When it's functioning well, you don't have to think about it. When it's functioning poorly, well, there's people being paid to follow other people around on Twitter. Not to mention leaders just out and out calling citizens racist. I'm sick of it. I know I've said that a lot. But this election is very close, and whether you agree with me or disagree with me, I hope you get out and vote. So thank you for watching, and I'll probably be putting a video out tomorrow and the next day, and then I'll continue on Canada Poly, and we'll see where we're at on Tuesday. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to vote on Monday, and have a wonderful, wonderful